educationals
to news
to sports and talk.
We'll give you all you need to make the best of your day.
On the Break of Dawn, 32 FM 94.9.
Very good morning to you. Thank you so much for starting with us on 32 FM 94.9 Ibadan. The program is Break of Dawn Newspaper Review, and on this show, we bring you headlines from national dailies as they were released across Nigeria. This morning, I have the Daily Post, I have Punch, the Nigerian Tribune, Vanguard newspapers, and Tayo OGUNADE is right here. My name is DELE ADEYANJU.
Good morning to you, dear listener. I am OLUTAYO OGUNADE.
All right, I bring you headlines from Daily Post newspaper first. Daniel Amosun traumatized me for 16 years. Oshoba. Boko Haram, ISWAP kill, arrest Sheikh House commanders. Lawmakers advocate more financial commitment to healthcare. Kaduna air crash, Nigerian Air Force sets up committee. Constitutional review, Fayemi opens public consultation. Northern elders declare position on open grazing ban, call for national dialogue. Open grazing, Garuba Shehu as the great dead, office of the Nigerian president, Uriwa. Workers protest non-payment of over 3-year salaries in Cross River. NYSC, reps under fire over move to scrap scheme. Bayero University lecturer advocates unlocking girls' potentials in ICT. Reps committee grills Malami AGF over missing money from recovered loot. Abia Ikpeazu warns against planned protest, threatens sanctions on defaulters. Nigeria, US haps on positive messaging to fight insecurity. Buhari sends delegation to Adamawa over death of Abdullahi Dan Boram Jada. Don't allow scrap of NYC, Uriwa tells Buhari. Federal government returns £4.2 million Ibori loot to Delta. And Buhari must stop killing of northerners, herdsmen in southern Nigeria, NEF. Atahiru, a mockery fault Tinubu Akonde for visiting Buhari over officer's death. Nigeria, UN demand release of detained Mali's president, prime minister. Bomb explosion rocks Ebonyi. Proceed for your second COVID-19 vaccine doses. Federal government to Nigerians. Buhari's government is disorganized. Afenifere. Buhari meets Tinubu Akonde in Aso Villa. Those are headlines from the Daily Post newspaper.
And from Daily Trust, Sultan to federal government, tell us where recovered loots are. Devolve powers to states. Nigerian Press Council tells federal government. Tinubu Hubs Unity says Nigeria not a rat village. 4,683 Nigerians get second dose of AstraZeneca vaccine. You're complicit in secession bid. Northern elders tell southern governors. More headline from Daily Trust. Inside Sokoto Clinic, where locals troop for surgery by quack doctors. Vigilantes chase kidnappers out of Kogi community. IPOB militants attack another police station in Imo. Let's say 2023 PDP APC bicker over burning of INEC offices. States must pay their bailout fund. CBN. Autumn disbands illegal vigilantes in Benue. APC to Ikpeazu, you're governing Abia like your Hamlet. Equities extend losses by 16 billion naira in trade.
Nigerian Tribune is next. Attack on northerners in the south must stop. NEF. Gunmen burn police station in Enugu. Kill for officers. £4.2 million Ibori loot returned to Delta, Accountant General says. With this right, there's $33.8 million $9.709 million euro rather recovered so far from Switzerland, island of Jersey, UK. He adds, constitutional amendment, you can't amend forged document or your body, tells National Assembly. Media owners, editors, NUJ offer 5-point action to tackle nation's challenges. NNPC, Bonga sign agreement to unlock 2 billion barrels of oil in OML 118. CBN to states, be good debtors, repay your debt. Man kills roommate, sells body parts to pastor for rituals in Bielsa. No land in South will be ceded to invaders masquerading as herdsmen. Akeredolu.
And from Premium Times, £4.2 million Borilut paid to Delta government accountant general. Nigerian researchers develop solutions for troubled West Africa's coast. COVID-19, Nigeria vaccinate 440,000 healthcare workers. This is according to an official statement. Autumn to Buhari counts Benue out of grazing reserves plan. CBN retains benchmark interest rate as Nigeria advances quest for national database concerns remain. CBN devalues Naira, adopts NAFEC rate. Let's see some more. Recovered loot. Reps give accountant general 48 hours to account for missing 5 million euros. Experts want states to integrate tuberculosis into health insurance schemes. Nigeria, France, others condemn Mali coup, demand release of President PM. Naira hit 6 months low at parallel market after devaluation. 10 bandits killed in Zamfara. Let's see another one.
The Punch newspaper is next. ASU alleges bribe for salaries in AGF office. Massive IPPIS fraud. Oshoba visits Abiodun, recalls ordeals during Daniel Amosun's tenures. 4 cops killed as gunmen attack Enugu, Imo police stations. Mentally ill woman wrongfully accused of baby theft. Gun possession lynched in Lagos. Gunmen kidnap IYC president in Rivers. Tension spreads as cholera kills 20,322 hospitalized. Tension spreads as cholera kills 20,322 hospitalized. Federal government Delta differ on £4.2 million Ibori loot payment. Reps confused. Sans false presidency attack on grazing ban. NEF slams Buhari. Children of deceased patients strip nurse naked in Abuja. And federal government feeds 10 million school children. Economy can't grow with present level of insecurity. Emefiele. PDP official killed, 8 injured in Plateau crash. Ebonyi cop shoots colleague. Police say it is accidental discharge. Many assets stolen during NSAS, says Lagos. Reprisals responsible for 16 Plateau herdsmen victims. Police. 20 killed in Zamfara. Bandits attack burial. Clash with police. Suspected soldier nabbed over Akwa Ibom businessman's killings. On Abia projects, 3 billion naira IGR once against fund diversion. Amao sets up serving ex-officers panel over safety in the Nigerian Air Force. NPO backs state police PIB reduction in governance costs. Kanu girl kept in room by parents for 10 years freed. NDLEA plans drug test for politicians, admission seekers. Those are headlines from the Punch newspaper.
From the Guardian newspaper, IGP unveils Operation Restore Peace in Southeast, South-South. We were caught unawares in Iwolo Enugu police attack. Let's see some more from the Guardian. Next, COVID-19 vaccine supply for Nigeria uncertain. NPHCDA reviews. Wike threatened to enforce no work, no pay rule over Jusun strike. Federal government receives Japan's 1.9 billion naira disaster reduction equipment. Still from the Guardian, how CBN can reverse Nigeria's underdevelopment. Right to what started earlier. That Southwest APC meeting, Sant Verve. Camaraderie. You can find that too. Violence in Southeast fueled by 2023 presidency. Ohaneze tells British High Commissioner. Still from the Guardian, Chukwueze battles Man United for Europa League glory. How Nigerian paid TV customers are getting value for premium sport content. Let's move from that and see another one here. Burden of external loans increases as CBN adopts market-led forex rate. You are wrong. Governors, lawyers tackle presidency. An open grazing, one more here. Team Nigeria beat Canada, Trinidad, others as US relay tour.
And now to the Vanguard newspaper. Criminality, banditry will not end in Nigeria without restructuring. Peter Obi, CBN retains rates 11.5%, and the Etiala not against ban on open grazing. Chairman. Again, gunmen kill 4 police officers, burned down station in Enugu. Zero emirate and conspiracy of silence in Kebbi State. How Enugu police lost 4 operatives in fresh gunmen attack. They had choice of the next army chief, Oluyemi Fashikwe. Lagos government pays 270 million naira to deceased local government staff families. Malamis cows and spare parts, Fox Sports, and police in Jigawa arrest 5 over alleged attack on APC chairman. Police confirm accidental shooting of officer by colleague in Ebonyi. We are determined to support African artists reach global audience. Director, Prime Music Partner. Those are headlines from the Vanguard. We'll take a break for some messages right now. When we come back, we bring in our analyst on the show this morning. Stay with us.
As the best man, I'd like to give a toast. But first, I have a few things to say. The money they are spraying the couple is reducing. It seems some people have rubbed glue under their shoes to pack it.
Clearly, he's been watching Comedy Nights or maybe My Siblings and I on Africa Magic Urban, DSTV channel 153. Now, you too can get inspired by our local entertainment. Get a HD decoder, dish, plus 1 month DSTV compact subscription for only 18,600 naira. Because great stories start on DSTV.
Titan Farms Multi-Business Limited is calling all event vendors in Ibadan to submit a tender. This invite includes a tender from decorators, DJs, caterer, both continental and African dishes, drink vendors, souvenir vendors, MCs, cake vendors, cocktail vendors, ushering agencies, bouncers, floor coordinators, photographers, videographers, etc. The tender is expected to be submitted from Monday, April the 26th to 3rd of May 2021. All interested vendors should show interest of participation by visiting the anniversary committee in our office. Time 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. daily at Titan Farms House, opposite Motor Dealer Car Mart, Akala Express, New Garage, Ibadan. Visit our website on www.titanfarms.org or at Titan Farms NG on Instagram.
If you no sabi transfer news, you fit tell all your padi say na your team get correct top striker.
What are you talking about?
If you tell your padi say na your team get correct top striker, dem fit shout dey follow you argue.
No way.
If dem shout dey follow you argue, everybody for viewing center fit shook mouth for the matter. If dem shook mouth for the matter, you fit fall your hand for the matter. If you fall your hand for the matter, you fit kick bench as you dey vex. Abeg, before you enter yawa, settle the matter with Google search. Get the latest football news, live scores, transfers, probabilities, and anything wey concern football with your Google app.
Egbògi kan ti délẹ̀ yìí, egbògi àtẹ̀jẹ̀ ṣe ni, ó dára fẹ̀jẹ̀ gidi gan. Veneto cleanser ló ń jẹ́ o. Veneto cleanser ló ń jẹ́ o.
Ojú rẹ̀ ṣàǹjọ̀lọ̀ lójoojúmọ́ kí làṣírí ẹ wà rí.
Veneton cleanser ni.
Já mi sí ọ̀rẹ́.
Veneton cleanser. Egbògi àtẹ̀jẹ̀ṣe tí bádọ̀tí ara wọ̀ yá ìjà rẹ̀ wọ́n mọ́lẹ̀ ṣe wọ́n yẹbẹyẹbẹ. Inú tó ń kú tó ń dàrú gbòdògbòdò. Kò bára rẹ̀ èrí inú ẹ̀jẹ̀. Amọ̀nà ti dé o. Veneton cleanser. Egbògi àtẹ̀jẹ̀ṣe tí a fi ewé àti egbò ṣe ní ọ̀nà tìgbàlódé. NAFDAC Fòǹtẹ̀lù MA1 Nigeria Limited ni wọ́n gbé Veneton cleanser jáde. A wà ní nọ́mbà 17 Ọba Akínyẹlé off Adeogun Street, Aláàfin Avenue, Olúyọ̀lé Estate, Ring Road, Ìbàdàn. Telephone 08034051533. Fún títà àti rírà, ìwọ náà darapọ̀ mọ́ wa. Veneton cleanser. Àmọ̀tẹ́kùn egbòogi tí ń ya gbogbo kòkòrò inú ẹ̀jẹ̀ wẹ́lẹ́wẹ́lẹ́.
Devon Kings Madrino. Nah, better Madrino. Devon Kings Madrino. Nah, correct.
Do you know you can bake a cake for as little as 1,000 naira? You don't believe? With new Devon King's Margarine. Enjoy yummy, buttery taste and softer, fluffier texture on all your cakes and pastries with new Devon King's Margarine.
Devon King's Madrino.
Home. There's something about it. From the feeling of peace and serenity.
Bros. Why so deep? Home is anywhere the Airtel home broadband is. That's all.
Enjoy more data than before on Airtel Home Broadband. Get a router for 25,000 naira with up to 160 gigabyte and a MiFi for 12,000 naira with up to 55 gigabyte. Reliable home broadband by
Airtel, the smartphone network.
This is what you hear on Sunday.
You were beautiful.
This is what happens before Sunday.
Where are the teams? One more slip up and you are out. Do you understand?
It's rehearsal time, everybody.
Where's my dress? So
watch Countdown to Showtime, an exclusive behind-the-scenes look at the intense rehearsals, painful setbacks, and all the drama as the contestants battle for the ultimate prize on Nigerian Idol. Countdown to Showtime, only on Showmax.com.
FM 94.9 Break It On Newspaper Review, 18 minutes past 6 from our studio here. We are live on YouTube, 32FM 949 Ibadan. Austin is here. Good morning to you, Austin Adumo.
Good morning, Tayo. And Dele, good morning.
Morning, Austin. My name is Dele Adeyanju.
And I am OLUTAYO OGUNADE.
Yes, we look at this story here. Lawmakers advocate more financial commitment to healthcare. Lawmakers in the health sector say they have begun a review of the country's health sector with a view to strengthening it with requisite laws following the emergence of the COVID-19 pandemic. The legislators say the Nigerian healthcare system has been tested and tried by the emerging pandemic as well as the financial setbacks in the country, making it expedient to seek solutions from the angle of law and implementation. Austin, we have a health sector where people die every day because hospitals are on strike. UCH is not working because doctors are not attending to patients, no bed spaces and all that.
Yes, we have multiple challenges facing the health sector in the country. Even before the pandemic, the health sector was in a deplorable condition already. Overstretch, lack of funding, lack of critical infrastructure. Some of the things we are supposed to have attended to in Nigeria, most often times you have the resources, you have to get out of the country. Apart from the issue of luxury, we also have the issue of competence and training and the issue of infrastructure too. The technology to be able to match the current trend in the global innovations as far as the health sector is concerned. So as a matter of legislation, if the lawmakers can come up with adequate and appropriate funding, because we find it very strange that most often time it is what the executive prepare as a form of budgetary provision gets to the house that the house at the end of the day will just appropriate and pass into law. We are rarely seen a situation where the house will jack budget up that affect critical sectors of the economy. We find a situation where they will jack up overhead. We find a situation where they will jack up even their own house provision. So if as a matter of appropriation and legislation, the lawmakers are coming up to say that, we must fund our health sector because we are facing a very serious challenge. It was just the mercies of God that we enjoy during this pandemic. If not, we do not have the capacity in terms of the health sector to attend to the various challenges. Of course, people still die in Nigeria, but the latest report we got from Indian is that over 150 people, 157 or thereabouts, die per hour, and you multiply that by 24 hours per week, per month, and you see the figures. So God has been so merciful to us. I do not think we should push our luck too far. What we need to do now is to look at a possible way either to involve the private sector to build the health sector in the country. We have to redefine the structure of our health sector. We talked about infrastructure the other time. Most often time the UCH management will come out and say, this is the amount we have expended on generating power, on fueling and what have you. In short, at a time, I think about 2 months ago, Operations were deferred, surgeries were deferred because of lack of power to be able to carry out some of these essential services so as to save lives.
There was an outcry when members of the police force, officers, went on strike years back.
Yes.
Because they believe that it's an essential service and actors in that particular sector should not actually go on strike. But now we have it always that health workers go on strike. Isn't health more essential than even security?
Yes, health is more essential. Of course, security too is very essential. You need to first of all be alive before you talk about your health. Because in Nigeria today, to even be sick is a form of miracle. Because we have people who have never sick at all, either as a result of banditry, insecurity, and what have you. They are just cut short all of a sudden. It is not good that any structure in our economy should go on strike. We talk about industrial harmony. The government must address some of these challenges. Look at the issue that make them to go on strike. Unfulfilled promises of the government. These are statutory in terms of allowances, in terms of area, in terms of training allowance, in terms of house allowance, and what have you. So all of this, the government need to put it into consideration. We talk about welfare of these people providing this frontline and essential service. We also talk about the equipment, the tool with which they can be able to deliver effective service to the people. That is what we should be talking about as the health sector as a whole is concerned. So for me, address the issue of welfare, then address the issue of infrastructure. How do they ensure that when you get to the hospital, what is wrong with you is what exactly will be diagnosed. You know, that affected the former president, the late President Umaru Musa Yar'Adua, until he traveled out of the country. Over the years, Nigerian doctors, Nigerian medical facility have treated him for another ailment entirely different from kidney. Yes, and we have seen that. You see, it could be a way to just save your life. We talk about medical tourism and what have you. Of course, it is not good for those who are in political offices, but as private individuals too, when you look at the rigor, some of the things you experience when you go to public institution in Nigeria, if you have the means, you just have to get out of the country. Of course, it's very expensive, but you are going to get value for whatever money that you spend. So if the National Assembly can kickstart this process of overhauling the entire health system, I think it's a welcome development.
Right. From Daily Trust, let's move away from health. The Northern Elders Forum, NEF, on Tuesday accused governors in southern Nigeria of building ethnic monsters and hiding behind them to whip up sentiments in order to achieve their sinister motive. It also alleged that the governors and some political leaders in the country who swore to protect the constitution and protect the unity and integrity of Nigeria had surrendered to the secessionists. From Daily Trust, we have this one here. You're complicit in secession bid, Northern Elders tell Southern governors. And also, Northern Elders accuse Southern governors of building ethnic monsters. All right, that is what we have here from Daily Trust.
Yes, I think that is not true. The Northern Elders Forum have always been biased as far as their position is concerned when it comes to national issue. They are very sentimental in discussing some of this issue. The idea is simple. We are looking for a solution to this whole age-long crisis. The Northern governors has come out to say that, it is our responsibility and it also falls within our purview as far as the law is concerned to secure the lives and property of our people within our territory, within our domain. And that is what they have come to do. I don't know whichever agitation that is coming from anywhere. I think what should be the central message and the way forward should be that, how do we accommodate legitimate and genuine elders, those who are into this business legitimately? Because the idea before now was that the bad eggs among these individuals should be sorted out, should be meant to face the law. But look at the whole situation. We have degenerated so badly to the extent that some people hide under the guise of cattle breeding, invade our forests, and at the end of the day kidnap for ransom, because what they do is that when this kidnapping take place, they need a place to harbor them. They need a place to hide them over time before they can get their money. So for me, I think it's a time of collaboration. Let people come together. The idea of the presidency towing a different line and some people in the northern part of the country towing another line, I think it's an aberration. Like Akeredolu has also said that the statement credited to Garba Shehu might not even be from the president, because we find it very strange. Of course, that is a section of the law. You are saying you want to implement.
I will say it's not from from the president. Has the president come out to scold Gabashew openly?
That is the issue. You know, people just fill in the gap when something like this happens. We discussed it extensively yesterday, wherein some people will take advantage of the fact that the president is not on ground, or take advantage of the fact that the president is not always proactive when it comes to burning national issue like this. Everybody capitalizes on that loophole to do whatever they do. So if you say appointee like Gabashew and Sambo Nanano, the minister for...
We've had instances where the VP, Yemi Oshibajo, said something, all right, and Mr. President, you know, in matter of days or weeks after, you know, said another thing on the same matter. So if Gabashew is saying what Buhari does not want, or his government does not, would not accommodate or like, then we'll have come out to say, no, Gabashew is not properly representing my government or myself.
Yes, if you look at then and now, a lot of things has also changed. The president then perhaps could still be able to talk to the public, but as it is now, we hardly hear the president talk openly to the people.
He spoke yesterday at an event.
What we see barely is press statements from people like Gabashew or what have you. The idea of this whole concept is that let us look for a lasting solution. If the federal government all of a sudden, after the southern governors come together to say that, oh, we want to better protect our people, let open our grazing stop, it is then the federal government suddenly realized that, oh, we could open or resuscitate grazing routes that can make peace to reign as far as this issue is concerned. Let them all come together and address this issue. This ethnic sentiment will not take us anywhere. In short, when you look at this issue of clashes, most of the time, because of this bad element who have infiltrated this group from even outside the territory of the country, some of these elders too are also victims of their activity. That is why we must ensure at the end of the day we have a win-win situation and we allow peace to reign in the country. So the president must take leadership as far as this issue is concerned. This is not the only business we have in the country. This is not the only means of livelihood or people that we have in the country. He must stabilize the country by ensuring that he brings up what looks like a national unity, by ensuring that some people do not take others for a ride in a civil society, in a country where we are supposed to be operating a federal system of government. So the state government were right to have actually come together to say that this is our position, this is what we want. However, that position could affect some other people negatively. Let us look at the pros and the cons. Who are the people that may likely be at the receiving end? That is the position of Magban. Magban is saying that, oh, open grazing should stop. But in the interim, before we provide lasting solution, how do we accommodate legitimate herders, those who are law-abiding citizens? Because it is the responsibility of the government too.
Do they pay tax?
Yeah, well, they are supposed to pay tax, but in the Nigeria context, I doubt if that is actually coming up, because we do not even have statistics to suggest that this is their total number. I think in Anambra sometimes ago, the issue also generated controversy when the government there said that, oh, all the headers in the area will have to register. So that is the problem we have most often time. But going forward, whatever we have to do, let us make a robust arrangement that will be long lasting, and at the end of the day, far-reaching decision will be taken for peace and progress in the country.
All right, we never have a better yesterday. Dele, there's this one here from the Nation newspaper.
The chairman of the Presidential Advisory Committee Against Corruption, PACAC, Professor Itisage, has called for the adoption of the 1963 Constitution to address agitations in some parts of the country. Sage, who made the remark during an interview on TV, said the 1999 Constitution, which has attracted a lot of criticisms in recent times, should be scrapped and replaced with the 1963 Constitution because it is capable of inspiring the confidence of many Nigerians about the future of the country. Now, going from 1999, which is 40, back to how many years? 1963, a lot of things have changed. Do you think it's workable?
Yes, a lot of things have changed. It's practicable and it's also workable. If you look at it, that was the Republican constitution that we have in the country. And when you look at it, Nigeria, as at that time, operated 4 regions: the north, the west, the south, then I think Midwest. So if you look at it, in my own view, that was the last time we made relative progress in terms of infrastructure in Nigeria at that particular point in time. Sage was trying to paint the fact that we don't have to talk about the federal government every time. We want security in our state, we talk about the federal government, because some of these things have been taken to the exclusive list under the unitary system of administration that we currently now operate. You look at it at that time, what bothers you is your regional government. Everybody talked about Awolowo in this western region. They talk about Ibadan. They talk about the southwest.
Those days when leaders were held responsible in the regions.
Held responsible. Nobody cares about what goes to Abuja. I think that will make it work for us. If we talk about restructuring that a lot of people are clamoring for, we look for a way to cede power back to the region, cede power back to the state. Let state take charge. It does not make sense for security, for example. You call governors, chief security officer in their various states, and at the end of the day they can't effectively deploy the commissioner of police to operation in their state. The IGP, for example, does not know where his call is saying in Oyo state, and yet Iseyin need to be properly policed. And if anything happen in Iseyin, the governor had to call the commissioner will study the body language of the IGP will have to rely on the body language of the president before effective action could be taken. So all of this must be put into proper perspective. Let us look at a system that can work for us based on our peculiarity. Of course, the 1999 constitution was but good because it was never a document that Nigeria participated in. In short, Olusegun Obasanjo, the president as at that time, he saw the constitution for the first time at the swearing-in grant because he never knew what was in the document. If you look at it, look at the local government election that has been bastardized across the country, for example. It was the constitution that ceded, the 1999 constitution that ceded power to conduct local government election to state. The ones that was conducted by INEC in December 1998, you look at the resemblance of the election, where people do not even have money within your area. They emerge as local government chairmen, they emerge as councillor and what have you. So the 1999 constitution is a document that is faulty. It's a document that is not all inclusive. It's a document that provides solution in terms of federal character and at the same time work against that particular system. So if we can do ourselves a favor, let us go back to the status quo before the military alter that particular arrangement. 1963 constitution.
Does that mean we're going to have a prime minister?
It might not necessarily be so.
So that means we're going to amend some part of the constitution.
Yes, we can amend even the 1963 constitution. You talk about dynamics, political dynamics, economic dynamics, and what have you. We can also tinker with that particular document, look at it in a way. Those days in 1963, the constitution that is being referred to, it gave regions opportunity to compete effectively. There was no region at that time that had nothing in terms of mineral or natural resources. They only contribute, I think, 20 or 30%.
20. They kept what they produced.
Yes, they kept what they produced. They used that for development. You can talk to your governor, you can talk to your premier. This is what we want. They look at the needs of the people and provide solution in terms of infrastructure. Not now that when I discover a mineral resources in my compound, it automatically belongs to the federal government. A federation is not run that way. And if we talk about fiscal federation, we are far from it. That is why some people appointed could have the effrontery to confront democratically elected state executive.
I don't understand. Most of the states are not financially healthy, and yet they are sitting on gold mine.
On resources. Now governors don't practically do anything. That is why they can charter private aircraft, go to a wedding of a minister's daughter. They can charter private aircraft, go to a party function, go to ceremonial occasion and what have you. But if they know that at the end of the day something is coming from Abuja, like the Yoruba balance, whether you sell or not, you just have to pay the person that assists you
and
to
the CBN said that they should be good debtors. They should pay their debts.
Of course, that is why they will continue to borrow. But if we have a situation where they will compete favorably in a healthy manner economically and they will develop their state.
All right, when we come back, quickly we're going to talk about the scrap of NYSC. If we talk about restructuring and all that, we have to talk about the stay or scrap of the NYSC. Stay with us.
Uncle Dentist, what be cavities and how Colgate take they protect my teeth from cavities? Shey they use Comfort?
No dear, na hole for teeth they cause most tooth pain will be cavity. But if you use Colgate Maximum Cavity Protection, take brush every day. The confirmed formula could help keep natural calcium inside our teeth. We could protect them from tooth decay.
Time don't reach to upgrade to the world's most chosen toothpaste, Colgate. Because Colgate locks calcium in.
Keeps cavities out!
And the Nigerian Dental Association, they recommend Colgate.
8 times 500 naira, 4,000 naira. 8 times 5,000.
Hi! I beg. Where on they see this money?
Money care. Now the ogbonge bonus we get the summer me as I buy new SIM card. See, then they give me double data subscription plus 8 times a woof anytime I recharge.
Oh boy, what's up for me now?
You know say you fit buy SIM card now for any accredited Airtel shop, ba? Just go there with your NIN, just like that.
Sure guy.
Airtel, the smartphone network.
The lights are on and the stage is set for the next music sensation. Who will be the next Nigerian idol? Watch the live performances every Sunday at 7 p.m. and keep your favorite contestant on.
Please, sir, how do I get to Retire Well Crescent?
It's easy. Just go straight on longitude 155. Take a 360-degree turn, then traverse on the trajectory. And bam, you enter the streets. You can't miss it.
At Stanbic IBTC Pension Managers, we believe that preparing for the future should be easy. Email switch to pensionsolution@stanbicibtc.com and let our experienced managers help you get started. Stanbic IBTC Pension Managers, a member of Standard Bank Group.
Charles!
Yes, mommy?
Go and bring 2 sachets of hypo bleach for me.
Why 2?
Because I'm using one to soak the whites and using one to kill all the germs.
But I can't see any germs here.
They are so tiny you can't see them. But they are there. And that is why I trust only hypo bleach to kill them all.
Make your white fabrics whiter and your household free of illness causing germs and viruses with the disinfecting power of hypo bleach.
I saw self-injectable contraceptive while searching for contraceptive options online. My first reaction was, wow, women can actually inject themselves? Imagine that. No more queues or judgmental aunties waiting at the clinic. I decided to try it because it prevents pregnancy for 3 months with just 1 injection. Also, anyone can do it from anywhere they feel comfortable after being trained by a healthcare provider. I was a tad bit scared the first time I self-injected since needles has always made me uncomfortable. But I found it very easy and less painful than a normal injection. Now, I have gained a lot more confidence in myself. Self-inject contraceptive has put power in my hands. I feel more in control of my body, my time, and my future.
Would you like to explore your contraceptive options and find out more about self-injections? Visit discoveryourpower.org today or search #DiscoverYourPower.
This message is supported by Health Promotion Division, Federal Ministry of Health.
iléeṣẹ́ Novesola wọ́n ní kí n sọ fún ọ pé tòjò tẹ̀rùn gbogbo àkókò ńlẹ̀ dá ádámà nílò náà yàtọ̀ sí náà dògán tá a fi ń sun bọ̀ọ̀lì lábà oko àgàgà yín náà sólà tó ń gbàgbára láti inú òrùn tó bá gbọ́ Novel sólà ní ó tẹ̀lé iléeṣẹ́ Novesola wọ́n ti wà ní sẹpẹ́ fún pèsè àwọn èròjà sólà lẹ́lẹ́kàǹkà inverter solar panels and batteries solar kit láti tanná láti charge battery gbọ́ rédíò kọrin jẹ̀gbádùn àti láti tanná ẹlẹ́yin bíi 2 sí 3 solar fan tó ń gbé fan láti tanná sùn dẹ́kun ẹ̀fọn amáranini ṣokùnfà àìsàn ibà solar floodlight fàyíká ilégbèé àtòpópónà fún sàìmọ́lẹ̀ solar freezer láti ṣe nǹkan jíjẹ mímu lọ́jọ́sí kómi síta fún oníbàárà solar CCTV camera ẹlẹ́yinjú àsáfà àbò nílé iṣẹ́ àtọ́fíìsì solar water heater tí somi tútù di gbígbóná solar water pump tó lè fami gòkè ní kànga energy saving appliances DC bulb DCTV DC fan tó ń gbàgbára náà sára bẹ́ẹ̀ làkànṣe solar product wà fún dókítà lecturers farmers tailor àtàwọn ṣọ́ọ̀bù káríkárí Novesola kan náà ń lo kájú ẹ̀ kàn sí wọn bó rajà lólulẹ̀ iṣẹ́ wọn tó wà ní Akíndélé plaza ìdójúkọ Adamasingba stadium Mọ́kọ́lá Ìbàdàn tàbí lẹ́ka ilé iṣẹ́ wọn tó bá súnmọ́
081-8776-6005.
Novesola ló mójútó solar.
I'm a very, very big guy, but I don't joke with my giggy bites. So MTN get the free guy with this data plan for the midnight. 11 p.m. to 6 a.m. 2 gig, oh boy, I can live the life. IG, TikTok is ready to go, oh boy, I'm feeling fine. Because 11 to 6 in the morning, IG, TikTok, balling. 2 gig, there for me. MTN boss, yes, of course,
MTN Pulse. Do you? Dial *406# to join.
Everywhere you go, MTN.
94.9.
All right, welcome back. It's 32 FM 94.9 Ibadan, and we're talking new issues in the news today on Breakdown Newspaper Review. Austin Dudum is still very much around here. Hiriwa tells Buhari don't allow scrap of NYSC, but the bill is already in the House and it's passing second reading or thereabout.
Yes, it might not be outright ban or scrap. We can rework it. Like we said yesterday, when this initiative came on board, it was to foster national unity and national integration.
After the Civil War?
Yes, after the Civil War. To move around. And the primary purpose then was that if you school in your own domain, you have to go beyond that catchment area for NYC to look to in terms of cultural and economic diversity. But today the purpose is defeated. We have some people who are born in Ibadan, school in Ibadan, and still have to serve in Ibadan. How many people will allow their children to go to trouble zone in the northern part of the country?
Anyway, if anybody stays in Ibadan all through Islam, I think it's a matter of choice. If you decide to explore, it shouldn't be by force.
That is what we are talking about. The purpose has since been defeated, so we could rework it.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, my name is Adeyanja from UI. The NYC talk should not be scrapped. I think the best option is for probably don't put Southern to the north for now, and you don't take Jordan to the south. You can take somebody from Oshu to Enugu back to Oshu. But this one taking to where coppers that somebody that have been in school for years is now slaughtered by Boko Haram is not allowed. That's the best of today.
Thank you. Hello.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Okay. This is from Oyo. I defend this. I went to a teaching hospital to treat myself. The student supply during the social regime, they are not religion compliant. That caused my head that I've been spending money in a private hospital in Lagos owned by foreigners. That's number one. Number two, Austin, I want to give you an assignment. Go and look at the 1979 Constitution and 1999 Constitution. 75% of 1999 Constitution were listed from 1979 Constitution. Some things like local government, 13% derivation, that's the one that was placed in 1999 Constitution. About ranches, there's no region in Nigeria that did not have ranches.
070-55,949, Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Dele.
Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
I'm welcome from Oyo. I think on the issue of NYC, as an individual, at my own level, I've been agitating for long. It is a scam. Not I want us to sell. The objective is no more in place. You spend millions on all these guys. If we initially want to diversify, we can put this money together as a country, give it to banks or what have we, let them set up industries, and begin to employ people and let them be producing a lot of things. But when you go and send them 1 year, don't have what to sell. Like me, I was born in Oyo, I schooled in Oyo, I graduated from UI, then I served in Oyo. What is NYC experience around it? And that has not stopped me from traveling all over the country. So I think the objective is no more in place. The government should just come and divert the money to another thing. Money.
All right.
Comrade.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
This is Joseph Oluwasegun from Ibadan.
All right.
The issue of NYC, it should be remain. It's doing us good more than the wrong. I don't see the reason why the National Assembly should go into that. They should talk about their salary and allowance. All those ones, we need it to be cut down, not NYSC. It has more advantages than disadvantages. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Osana Dumo, the question is, why are certain people in society influencing the NYSC posting of their children or ward to desired states? And some students, when they get their posting, they are also sad. Why?
For security reasons. Some people have been murdered in the process. People who have graduated, posted to their primary place of assignment, and they died in the process. What would their parents be feeling? I could remember an eyewitness account that happened in Iwo Road, 2009, wherein a medical doctor, a copper, was slaughtered. So how do you want such parents to feel? So I think it's about security.
Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Hello, good morning, Tayo.
Good morning, sir.
Elijah Gora from Coca-Cola.
Yes, go on.
Hello, good morning, Elijah from Coca-Cola.
Yes, let's have a contribution.
Yeah, I think also painted the wish of most Nigerians that we should go back to the 1963 constitution.
Your line is not very clear. You may try again. Let's quickly go for the last batch of our paid commercials.
This is what you hear on Sunday.
You were beautiful.
This is what happens before Sunday.
Where are the teams? One more slip up and you are out. Do you understand?
It's rehearsal time, everybody.
Where's my dress? So
watch Countdown to Showtime, an exclusive behind-the-scenes look at the intense rehearsals, painful setbacks, and all the drama as the contestants battle for the ultimate prize on Nigerian Idol. Countdown to Showtime, only on Showmax.com.
Uncle Dentist, wetin be cavities and how Colgate take dey protect my teeth from cavities? Shey dey use Kung Fu?
No, dear. Na hole for teeth dey cause most tooth pains wey be cavity. But if you use Colgate Maximum Cavity Protection, take brush every day. The confirmed formula go help keep natural calcium inside our teeth, wey go protect them from tooth decay.
Time don reach to upgrade to the world's most chosen toothpaste, Colgate, because Colgate locks calcium in.
And the Nigerian Dental Association, they recommend Colgate.
Ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ́gbẹ̀ta náírà mẹ́jọ jẹ́ ẹgbẹ̀rún mẹ́rin náírà, ẹgbẹ̀rún márùn-ún náírà lọ́nà mẹ́jọ jẹ́ yẹ́rọ. Jọ ibo ló ti rówó. Owó kẹ̀. Èní orí owó ìpè tí Airtel máa ń fún mi tí n bá ti ra síìmù tuntun mà ní o. Wo wọ́n tó ń fún mi ní ìlọ́po mẹ́jọ dátà fún wíwà lórí àtẹ ìbánisọ̀rọ̀ wọn àti ìfà ìlọ́po mẹ́jọ owó ìpè nígbàkigbà tí n bá ti ra owó ìpè. Ṣé bó o mọ̀ pé o ti lè ra síìmù tuntun báyìí ní èyíkéyìí ilé ìtajà aṣojú tí Airtel fọwọ́ sí? Ìwọ ṣá ti lọ pẹ̀lú nọ́mbà ìdánimọ̀ ilẹ̀ Nàìjíríà NIN rẹ kò ju bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ.
Airtel, the smartphone network. Láti gòkè àgùnlà láyé èèyàn nílò ìtọ́sọ́nà ẹni tó mọ̀nà débi àṣeyọrí. FMH International HR àwọn ni gbajúgbajà akọ́ṣẹ́mọṣẹ́ iléeṣẹ́ alárinà tó mọ ojúlẹ̀jà bá ti ń tọ́ni sọ́nà finimọ̀nà nípa bí gbogbo òǹwáṣẹ́ ṣe lè pàdé àwọn òǹgbanisíṣẹ́ pàápàá jùlọ láwọn orílẹ̀-èdè tó wà lókè òkun.
FMH International HR alábàáṣepọ̀ gidi ni wọ́n jẹ́ pẹ̀lú àjọ oníwádìí ìjìnlẹ̀ àgbáyé tá a mọ̀ sí United Nations Volunteer Research Group láti jùmọ̀ tọpinpin wàhálà táwọn ọmọlẹ̀ yìí ń kojú nídìí ìgbìyànjú ajé lọ sílẹ̀ òkèèrè. Ìyẹn ọ̀rọ̀ tó jẹ mọ́ international migration àti international labour activities.
Ǹjẹ́ o tiẹ̀ mọ̀ pé o nílò ìmọ̀ tó jinlẹ̀ dáadáa nípa ìlànà à ń tẹ̀lé láwọn pápákọ̀ òfurufú tó fẹ́ gbà sọdá sílẹ̀ òkèèrè. Lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ bá a ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí United Nations Volunteer Research Group pẹ̀lú àjọṣepọ̀ FMH International HR ń ṣe research lórí ẹ̀dùn ọkàn àti ìpèníjà tẹ́ ẹ bá ní. Questionnaires táwọn òṣìṣẹ́ FMH bá fún yín lágbègbè yín lẹ́ ó ṣàlàyé ìrírí yín sí.
Fún àlàyé lẹ́kùnrẹ́rẹ́ kàn sí wọn ní 3rd and 9th floor Cocoa House Dùgbẹ̀ Ìbàdàn.
Telephone 0817 4444 627
àti 08168737222.
Hey, why did you put it in the pot like that? You're supposed to break it first.
Says who? This is how I cook my pasta. Besides, it's golden penny pasta. It's non-sticky, so it doesn't matter.
But I want to cook it with meatballs mixed with pepper sauce and cheese.
Go ahead and enjoy your golden penny pasta just the way you want it. Golden penny pasta is made with durum wheat, which contains protein, and it's non-sticky, so you can cook, serve, and eat just the way you want it. With golden penny pasta, your way is best.
Ṣòfẹ́ mọ̀dí bí mo ṣe ń dábìí ẹ̀dùn òbí ó wè. Health Concern Global Consult and Multilevel Marketing Cooperative Investment Credit Society Limited tó jalagbàtà fún gbogbo àwọn iléeṣẹ́ tó ń ṣe herbal food supplement nílẹ̀ òkèèrè làṣírí ibẹ̀. Bí wọn náà bá fẹ́ lè ra tó péye tó wọ́n sì tún máa rogó sápò rẹ̀ lọ́nà tó lẹ́jìtì tó sì máa gbàdá 10% sí 15% lórí owó tó fi dókòwò lóṣooṣù láì kiri ọjà tàbí múrì fara wa. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ fẹ́ dókòwò papọ̀ pẹ̀lú wa àtẹ̀yin tẹ́ ti bá a dókòwò papọ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ ẹ máa gba tíkẹ́ẹ̀tì tẹ́ fi kópa nínú ìdíje yìí kó toríire tí ó wáyé lọ́jọ́ kejì oṣù kẹwàá ọdún tá a wà yìí níbi tẹ́ẹ̀dì fọkọ̀ ayọ́kẹ́lẹ́ ìrìnàjò sí sí Dubai. Lọ́ọ̀tì ilẹ̀ kan níbi sẹ́mẹ́ntì gbẹ́dọ̀lẹ̀. Ọ̀kadà, jẹnẹrétọ̀, fìríjì. Àtètò ẹ̀kọ́ ọ̀fẹ́ ọlọ́dún kan fáwọn ọmọ wa ṣe fàjẹ́. Àjọ tó ń rí sí ìyíkoto ìdíje oríire buwọ́lu ètò yìí. Kàsílẹ̀ iṣẹ́ Health Concern lẹ́gbẹ̀lẹ́ epo MRS. Ní kọjá Bishop Phillips Academy, Ìwó Road, Ìbàdàn. Àti ní Stanbic Bank Building, Niger West Area, Challenge, Ìbàdàn. Pé 090-5000-4816. 090-5000-4816. Health Concern. Sọ ìlera dọ̀rọ̀.
The lights are on and the stage is set for the next music sensation. Who will be the next Nigerian idol? Watch the live performances every Sunday at 7 p.m. and keep your favorite contestant on.
Still taking calls from you, 32 FM 94.9. Break it on newspaper review. Labour puts unions on strike alert. That's on petrol subsidy. 080970949. Hello. Hello. 070550949. Hello.
Good morning, Tayo. And DELE also need him. Thank you.
Good morning.
The position of the Northern Elders Forum is unfortunate on the controversial ban on open grazing by the Southern Government Forum. And I think a good individual, a good organization, regional group, can proceed to the court of appeal based on the fact that a federal high court presided by Honorable Justice Ijemotuku have pronounced that the state has power to ban open grazing. Judgment delivered recently instead of heating up the policy in a matter already decided by courts of competent jurisdiction. Madam Garba says, well, I want to believe that he's totally president for now. When he speaks for the president. So on no account has he been cautioned for going beyond his boundary by the president, as he free the mind of Mr. President. John is just my name.
Thank you, John, for your contribution. Hello, good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
Daily morning.
Morning.
Afternoon. This is okay. I'm not actually in support of scrapping the NYSC. I am actually a great beneficiary of it. I'm married to a South-South woman, Tayo, and I'm Igbo. I had the privilege of serving in one of the South-South states, and it helps me to understand their culture and the whole essence of it all. So I don't actually think it's proper. And for the influencing of posting, it has always been there from the beginning. Let's say it's always been there. Some of us are actually talks. Let's remember when we schooled. A lot of people had the influence. We shouldn't say because of the insecurity now. It's there. We pray is a phase that will pass away. I don't think it's right. These children, it will actually help them to integrate culturally, to understand. When you talk about some parts of it, they will be able to understand it more. See, they don't teach some of the things you will learn there in schools. I learned a lot of things when I experienced it. I didn't learn it in school. It should be. Good morning.
Thank you for your call there. Hello.
Please, back. About I'm from Oyo. I school middle best, Benny. I serve in Abia. I enjoy it. I have a junior brother that serves Lechi. And because of that, the NYC train them this skill. He's using this skill. He will not use his certificate again. They should not scrap it. I'm sitting there.
Thank you. Do not scrap it. From Shegun from Oyo. Hello.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
This is Malam Rufai calling from Europe.
Good to have you, Malam.
Yes, sir. It's quite unfortunate that it's like this political appointees, they have to get more mouths, more than the president-elect. What do I mean by this? If you look at all what is coming out from presidency, it is all from the mouth of this political appointees, not from the president-elect. When are we going to continue like this? It's unfair now for we Nigerian people. Then secondly, concerning this open grace, ban on this open grace. If you look at this farming business, it is majorly for a common man. And if you look at this cattle rearing business, it's for the well-to-do people. So it's like they wanted to uplift this business above other businesses. It's like they wanted to make it superior more than other businesses. If you want to know the bottom line of this business.
All right. Thank you so much for your call there. Hello. 0705 5949 0809 7949.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
This is OLUTAYO from Ibadan here. Concerning the NYC scheme of 18, as people have spoken, I think they need to think about suspending it for now because of the security issue we have. So it's not advisable for them to just scrap it. They should suspend it until things get better in Nigeria as a whole. And concerning our president speaking or presidency speaking, I think we will be too unfair on Garba Shehu too. If we take into consideration the antecedents of our president during the time he was not the president of Nigeria. Do you remember what happened in Oyo State when he came down here? So, not all things we should believe that it's Garba Shehu that is just coming to say.
All right, thank you. That's the last call on the show today. We return tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. Thank you, Austin Idumo, for coming.
Thank you for having me.
My name is DELE ADEYANJU. Enjoy your day.
And here is wishing a friend and sister, Pemi Akinton, that's the wife of our GM, a happy birthday. We're wishing you all the very best in your new year and many more profitable years ahead. Congratulations and happy birthday to you, Pemi.
Many more years of pleasant surprises in the mighty name of Jesus.
We say amen.
Hey guys, so I've got a quick question. Would you rather have double entertainment or triple adventure filled with intense drama, non-stop action, and heart-pumping suspense? I know your pick. Just like me, I know you're choosing the triple way. O'Shea. Well, thanks to DSTV, a triple dose of entertainment is coming your way. So,